Welcome to Full Body HIIT. My name's Carly. Today's workout, we're working through a series of full body movements, getting the heart rate up. I'm using 10-pound dumbbells for reference, but you can use whatever weight according to your fitness level. We'll start off with a warm-up. Let's get into it. We're starting strong in this warm-up with an alternating glute kick. Hands can be at your chest, raising your heel towards your glute, alternating sides each rep, feeling this in your hamstrings. Core is engaged. We're here for 20 seconds. We have full body HIIT today, getting the heart rate up. We're working through several different movements with and without our weights, working in the time of 45 seconds on, 15 seconds off. We'll take a break at the halfway mark. At any point, like always, if you need to take extra rest, please do so, and then jump back in when you're able to. Moving on in this warm-up, we're gonna jog in place, working on the balls of your feet, chest stays up, core is engaged. Again, I'm using 10-pound dumbbells for reference, so you can use whatever weight according to your fitness level. The heavier the dumbbells that you use, the harder the workout will be. You can modify in today's workout by working at a slower pace or dropping your weights. We're jogging in place here for another 5. And rest where you're at. Moving on to an overhead reach, getting the upper body and core warm. So starting on one side, you're gonna reach your arm overhead, feeling the stretch in your oblique, slow and controlled as you lower down to your starting position. Alternating sides each rep, take these nice and slow. Here for 15 seconds, feet are hip width apart, toes are forward. Again, core is engaged. Good, give me one more rep on each side. We're moving to an air squat in 3. Feet are hip width apart, toes are forward. As you squat down, you're gonna drive your knees out, squeezing your glutes to stand. Chest stays up, take these nice and slow. We're gonna get into some squat jumps later on in today's workout, so I wanna make sure we're breaking down our form right here in this warm-up. We're here for 15. Like always, we're getting in and out in today's workout. It is meant to challenge you. You do not have to be perfect. So again, work through each movement as best as you can. I am right here with you the entire time, guiding you through. Last movement in our warm-up, we're going into an alternating skater step. You're gonna step your foot back in a diagonal line, reaching your hand towards your front toe, alternating sides each rep. Again, working on the balls of your feet. Quads are engaged. We're here for 15. This is the last movement of our warm-up. We're here for 5. And rest. Awesome job. We're headed straight into our workout. Go ahead and pick up both dumbbells. This first movement, we have an alternating punch with a jumping jack. We're on in 3. Starting with your dumbbells at about shoulder height. The first 2 reps, you're gonna go into a dumbbell punch on both sides. So twisting to the side, feeling this in your oblique, alternating each rep. That third rep, you're going into a dumbbell jumping jack. So jumping your feet out, bringing your dumbbells again to the side. Option for modification is to do this with your body weight. So going into a body weight punch on both sides, alternating between a jumping jack. Whatever you need to maintain your form, we're here for 20. Good. As you go into that jumping jack, feel the resistance in your biceps as you raise your weights and then lower them back down. As you go into the punch, you're feeling this again in your obliques, using the strength of your core as you twist. We're here for 3. And rest where you're at. Awesome job. 15 seconds off. Go ahead and move your dumbbells out of the way. We have body weight cardio going into a mountain climber, starting in a high plank position in 3. To set this up, fingertips are forward, shoulders are over your wrists, screwing your palms into the floor. You're gonna bring your knee towards your chest, alternating sides each rep. Core is engaged, protect your low back. We're here for 35 seconds. Option for modification is to go into a walking climber, so skipping the jump. Good, stay with me, keep working through this as best as you can. We are well over halfway. Try to fight through all the way to the end. We're here for 12. You can rest where you're at in 5. And rest. Shake it out as best as you can, letting your heart rate come down. You can locate both dumbbells. Up next, we're going into a dumbbell thruster, starting in our squat setup. Feet are hip width apart, toes are forward. Dumbbells start at shoulder height in a front rack position. As you squat down, you're gonna drive your knees out, squeezing your glutes to stand, pressing your dumbbells overhead, fully extending at the top, and then slowly lowering down to shoulder height, connecting each rep. We're here for 35 seconds. Again, this is a full body movement. Option for modification, you can drop a single dumbbell, holding it with your palms facing towards each other. You can also do this with your body weight. The halfway mark in today's workout is 10 movements, then we take a full minute off, so you know what to expect. We're closing out movement number 3. We're here for 15. Good, again, make sure you're driving your knees out in that squat. Give me one more rep. We're resting in 5. Drop your dumbbells and rest. You can move your weights out of the way. We're moving to another body weight movement. We have a lateral lunge with a knee to elbow. So starting on the right side, we're working the lower body and the core. We're on in 3. Hands can start behind your head. On the right side, you're gonna lunge to the side, driving your knee out, pressing off your opposite foot to stand. As you stand, you're gonna bring your knee towards your opposite elbow, feeling this in your core as you twist. After that twist, you can let your foot come to the floor before you go back into the lunge to reset. We're gonna move to the opposite side in 3. Go ahead and move over. We're gonna move to the exact same thing on the opposite side. We're here for 15. Good, try to be intentional as you move here. Give me one more rep. We're resting in 5. Rest, 15 seconds off. Up next, we have a half burpee. We're gonna get the heart rate up. We're here for just 45 seconds, starting with your feet hip width apart. We're on in 3. You're gonna plant your hands on the floor, jumping back into a high plank, pausing for a second, and then jumping forward, squeezing your glutes to stand. So in this half burpee, we're skipping the jump at the top, and then we're skipping a push-up at the bottom. Option for modification is to go into a walking half burpee. So walking your feet out into a high plank, pausing for a second, and then walking them back in, squeezing your glutes to stand. Whatever you need. That's already halfway. We're here for 20. Good, we're getting spicy in this workout. Stay with me, we're here for 10. Resting in 3. And rest where you're at. Awesome job. 15 seconds off. Let your heart rate come down and make your way to the floor. This next movement, we're working the lower body and the core, starting in a modified high plank position. Your bottom leg is bent, top leg is extended. Starting with your hips lifted, this first rep, you're gonna go into a lying leg raise. The second rep, you're gonna bend at the knee, bringing your knee towards your elbow, feeling this in your oblique, alternating each rep. Your core is engaged the entire time here, keeping your hips lifted, squeezing your glute at the top. Again, bending at the knee, reaching towards your elbow in that second rep. That's halfway right there, here for 20. Give me one more rep here if you can. We're resting in 5. Rest. Before we head to the opposite side, we're gonna break this up with a cardio movement. You don't need your weights, so you can keep them out of the way. We're going into an alternating squat jump with a lunge jump. We're on in 3. Starting in your squat setup, these first 2 reps, we have an in and out squat jump. So jumping your feet together, landing back down in your squat setup. The second 2 reps, we're going into a lunge jump on both sides. To connect these movements together, you want to think about bringing your feet to the center as you transition each rep. So again, the first 2 reps, going into an in and out squat jump, feet come to the center after each. Then moving to a split stance, again, feet come to the center on both sides. When we go into that lunge jump, that's well over halfway. Stay with me, last 15. Good, we're here for 5. And rest wherever you're at. Awesome job. 15 seconds. Catch your breath here as best as you can. Slowly make your way to the floor. We're gonna let our heart rate continue to come down. In this next movement, we're back to the opposite side in a modified side plank position. Bottom leg is bent, top leg is extended. First rep is a lying leg raise. That second rep, bending at the knee, bringing it towards your elbow. We're here for 40. Good. Continue to work at a steady pace. We just have a few more movements before we're officially at the halfway mark, and then we have 60 seconds off. So fight through this. That's over halfway. Here for 15. Good. Squeeze your glute at the top. Less than 10. Resting in 3. Rest. If you want the full version of this workout, you can click the link in my bio for my home workout program covering all muscle groups. Both beginner and advanced classes are included, and for every workout, all you need is a small space and a set of dumbbells, and I guide you through the entire thing. That concludes today's workout. Thanks for working out with me. I'll see you in the next one.